This is pretty uninspired. The big bad Dr. Doom kidnapping me just to lure us here to your wretched little island.
Yes, I'm so sorry to involve you in the time-worn damsel in distress cliché, Mrs. Richards. I fear the only thing missing is the onrushing train. However, sometimes expediency outweighs originality. Now, with your permission.
Let's go right into this clip. It's about 2 minutes long. I haven't watched the whole thing. The only thing that I've seen is just like 30 seconds of him taking the fucking mask off.
Yeah.
So this is probably going to be the biggest drop of the whole thing. Nerdrotic posted a couple things. We'll go over because he's there right now, and he was live tweeting. But let's watch this and see what was said.
To play that character. Wow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as proof of the unimaginable possibilities in the Marvel multi-universe, we give you the one person who could play Victor.
See, I don't like that intro.
Imagine all the stage they had to clean off the seats after that.
That's a throwback to that first Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
What he's doing there, throwing his hands up with the glasses on. Remember? Remember?
Yeah, remember? Exactly. That's the whole point. This is the thing. This is the thing with the way he got introduced there is he said something along the lines of anything's possible in our multiverse universe or whatever.
Some people are saying Doom. That's not a Doomcock mask. That is Doom's. It's a cheap Doom mask, but it's like a Doom Halloween USA mask.
Yeah. They've got to separate though him from Iron Man. Like I think.
I'm going to talk about that. Well, let's finish the clip because I think he's going to be. I think he's probably going to be infamous Doctor Doom. I forget what they called him. It was like infamous Doctor Doom. We'll get into it.
New mask. Same cast. What did I tell you? I like playing complicated characters.
And he could do the best job. He could do a really good job with this character. I do feel that he could do that really well.
What is happening? All right. What is happening? Mike Robert. What is happening?
To play that character.
I'd like to also point out that this is the Russo brothers. So
yeah,
they must have ponied up
desperation.
They must have ponied up a lot of cash to get them back because it sounded like there was a falling out there after Infinity War. That's
no, they
after
pretty
Endgame.
much told Disney to kick rocks, so Disney came to them crawling, basically.
Yeah, that's well, yeah. So they had a falling out, and they went crawling back to them. Smart because they did a good job.
Here's
the
thing, though. I don't know.
New writers, it's not going to make any difference because they've had the same writers for the last few years, and same writers are working on this crap.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think this movie is going to be great. I'm just saying, you're bringing back the Russo brothers, you're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. It's going to get people to go buy tickets.
Hold on, got somebody in the back.
You can't stop me. I'm a Jedi from Jakku.
I want to leave now. Fuck that. Okay,
Did you see Robert Downey Jr.'s back?
I saw Gary posted the reveal on Twitter, but I didn't know what it was for. I guess
he's playing Dr. Doom.
That's so stupid.
It's gonna make him a lot of money, though.
Well,
all right, let's finish this.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as proof of the unimaginable possibilities in the Marvel multi-universe, we give you the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
Oh, they're doing it. It's second. Let's see if there's any more to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
New mask. Same task. What did I tell you? I like playing complicated characters.
A lot of seal clapping.
Wow. What is happening? All right. What is happening? Mike Robert. What is happening?
What is happening? What is happening?
Yeah.
Let me pause it on that scene of him. There we go. We can pause it right there. So there you go. Dr. Doom. Maybe Victor Von Doom, or more than likely a fucking evil variant of Tony Stark from another universe.
And that's what I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be that.
They said Victor Von Doom.
Yeah, that's what I heard, but is that going to be the case? You know, I don't know. I don't even think they know yet what they want to do. Is he going to be my biggest question? So he's going to be in both the Avengers movies. Is there going to be a Fantastic Four connection then, or no? Like, because this is their villain.
I know. It's like you kind of need to.
They'll probably introduce him in Fantastic Four. He'll be the main villain in Doomsday, and then
that's what the reports are saying is that he's going to be in the 3 movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is he going to? Is he coming from their universe to ours? Like they're?
I don't know. Russo even said it was a multiverse thing. Like I told you, because that was the rumor that came out last week with this rumor that I thought was bullshit. I thought it was just one of the fake rumors coming out because it sounded so desperate. But
well, if he's coming from the Fantastic Four's universe, then
I mean, I've got a theory on it. I think that Secret Wars they're going to use to kind of like seal up all the multiverse stuff and put them all in the same fucking world.
Well, yeah, that's so. In case you don't know, so Secret Wars, they announced Secret Wars, and then the 6th movie is Doomsday. This is 100% going to be based on the Secret Wars that they did a few years ago, or however long it was ago, to bring Miles Morales into the 616. That's the only reason that run happened, was to move him over to the main universe. So they're going to use these 2 movies to move the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, probably variants of Tony Stark and Steve Rogers over into the main universe to do a soft reboot. That's exactly what they're going to do. I guarantee it.
I wonder because the Russos are doing it. I wonder if they'll bring back Krasinski as Reed Richards.
No, it's Pedro Pascal.
Oh, they've already. Oh, that's true. They have already done that. Oh, Pedro Pascal's a fucking idiot.
Well, now Gary watched. I guess they showed a teaser for Fantastic Four. I'm surprised that it's not leaked online. He posted that it looked okay. Fantastic Four footage looked good. No female Silver Surfer shown, which will always be lame. The Thing looks like the comic book Thing.
Well, just because they're not showing it doesn't mean that it's not happening.
Yeah.
Well, we got Pedro Pascal. Because it's not a movie or TV show anymore without Pedro.
What's somebody was calling him El Hombre Richards. El Hombre Richards. That movie, I don't know. I think that movie's going to be shit. I just can't, because I don't like the idea of a female-led. Like, it's not. Mr. Fantastic is the leader. They're going to cuck him.
Well, of course, because it's Pedro.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
I would like to see that teaser that you watched, though. I tried to look on YouTube to see if anybody uploaded a clip of it. I haven't seen anything. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen that clip emerge somewhere.
Maybe it's because it's one of those panels where you can't have your phone when they show it.
Yeah, but everybody's busting their phones out to post pictures of Robert Downey Jr. everywhere.
That's true. Maybe it was after. Now they're like, now you can take out your phones and security won't get you.
He said they finally acknowledged the celestial that's just sitting in the middle of the fucking ocean. Apparently, it's going to be the source of adamantium. So now adamantium, yeah, it's going to be in the MCU now.
Wait, how did you say that?
I don't know. I can't.
No, say
Adamantium. Adamantium.
It's adamantium. What the fuck?
There's a D in it.
Yeah, what were you saying? Adamantium?
Adamantium.
Animaniacs.
Hey, wait, no. Say it with us. Come on.
Like
adamantium.
Thank you.
I don't think I said that in a long time. I had a Joe Biden moment. But there you go. That's finally, I don't know why it took him so long to acknowledge this gigantic being in the middle of the fucking ocean, but
Because nobody watched Eternals. Nobody.
yeah, I didn't even watch. That's the only Marvel movie I've never watched is fucking Eternals. I skipped it.
I tried.
I didn't watch Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That was I didn't want to see Charles die again.
I don't think I've watched anything after Endgame. Oh wait, no, I had to watch Captain Marvel 2 because of you.
I've seen most of the stuff sans Shang-Chi, Captain Soldier, Winter Falcon, and
I didn't watch that either.
Like a couple of the other shows, Moon Knight, Marvel, Miss Marvel.
I was done after Moon Knight.
Chat's roasting the fuck out of me.
I watched the Falcon and Winter.
I told you, dude, read the room, man.
They roasted me for saying adamantium wrong.
Oh, that too. You deserve that.
Yeah,
that was so funny.
Let's see. Thunderbolts and Captain African American. It looks like ass D+ shows. Yeah, I guess they showed a Thunderbolts trailer too. That we'll probably get that soon. I think they'll probably drop that.
Well, they're committed to those two. Those are going to happen no matter what.
Did he post anything new? Let's see.
What I love is that they've pretty much just ignored Kang. Did you not notice that? They've just kind of memory hold Kang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guarantee you what's going to happen is Dr. Doom is going to kill all of them. They're going to set that up.
I'm totally okay with that. Like, I think that the entire Kang storyline is fucking retarded.
Kang is more of like a small one-time thing. Like, he's not a gigantic threat. And they cucked him. Like, he got fucking killed in his first big introduction in that Ant-Man movie.
He got killed by Ant-Man.
Yeah, fucking Ant-Man kills him. What a threat.
My question is, wouldn't it just be better for them to reboot, like restart? Stop
That's
trying
what they're going to do.
What do you think Secret Wars is going to end up being?
They're trying to do that through wiping out what they've done, the mistakes that they've made.
That's what they're going to do with the Secret Wars movies, right?
No, I get that, but wouldn't it just be better to just start again as opposed to actually try and fix the problems?
Well, yeah,
I think they want to save 20 years of... How long has this shit been going on? 20 years?
There was a way they could have done it. They fucked it up already. They should have treated.
I'm actually
okay
2009.
Yeah.
Well, technically, it goes back to the Spider-Man and Fox movies now.
Technically now, yeah, but that was just so they tried to make everything relevant. But
just do it.
At the end of the day, they should have treated. That's what I was going to say. Legal is just why don't they just do the Bond thing and just recast every few years? I don't think people would have had a problem with that so much. Then you don't have to keep telling origin stories and all that kind of crap.
Hulk would be the first MCU film, right?
They've never acknowledged that movie. That's like one of the few movies.
It's the Edward Norton one, not the Ang Lee.
Oh, sorry.
They acknowledged that movie because
that's the second one.
Thunderbolt Ross is in it, and
no. He's talking about the Ang Lee Hulk from like 2005.
Oh yeah, that movie. I don't even think they've ever acknowledged it.
No.
Yeah, they've never acknowledged that movie. Probably because it's dog shit.
Doesn't the Ed Norton film come?
No.
Yeah, the Edward Norton film does count. That is the second film in the MCU. Yes.
Okay.
So basically, Mark Ruffalo is playing.
What the hell's wrong with you, Crow?
Jesus.
Robert Downey
It's been
Jr.
a long ass time since I watched those fucking Hulk films.
Robert Downey Jr. walks in the end credit scene and talks to the general.
Yeah, that's the Edward Norton movie.
Yeah,
that movie counts.
Yeah.
You know, it's back when they would like just recast characters. It's crazy, but they didn't want to. I guess they didn't want to.
Nobody respecting Ghost Rider.
They didn't want to monetize. Who was the actor that played Ross? But they didn't want to monetize his death, so.
Which is stupid, yeah. It was shit. I know, yeah, I can't think of his name now.
This is where I think the multiverse could work, is you could tell different stories in different Earths, on different Earths, and you just need to make sure that you're continuing those stories, but don't ever let the multiverses cross over. That's where you can actually have the multiverse work, and you can tell different stories.
No, let's just kill the multiverse. I hope it dies with that Secret Wars shit.
I think that they're gonna wipe the board clean with Secret Wars and just make everything in the one universe.
That's what we just said.
That's what's going to happen. That's what we said.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
like,
that's the purpose of those movies, is to move everything that they've killed off into one universe.
The biggest mistake of this was making everything so crossed over, and Kathleen Kennedy was the one who blew the lid off of what the whole thing was, because she said they wanted to do exactly what Marvel did, and that was make sure that everything connected, so you had to see everything. And that was the first big mistake of this whole thing. The only things that should have been connected were the Avenger films, right? You should have been able to go see a Captain America movie without having to see all the other films that were in the MCU outside of Captain America films and maybe the Avengers, right? That was the mistake they made, because the first generation or so of this thing, that's kind of how it worked. Like even S.H.I.E.L.D. worked in a way that the stuff that happened in the movies could affect S.H.I.E.L.D., but S.H.I.E.L.D. would never affect the movie, because they didn't. That way, they didn't have to worry about the crossover audience or anything like that.
This is where they're going through a bit of an issue.
I hated that S.H.I.E.L.D. show.
I did too, but the point was they had it right.
It didn't affect anything else, is what.
That's my point. Yeah. Because I mean, I even turned somebody onto the Avengers at that point, because they had no idea that Thor was in the Avengers or that they were part of these other films. They were just fans of Thor, and this was like around Age of Ultron time. So I like, have you seen, so what did you think of the last Avengers movie? And the lady's like, last what? I'm like, Avengers movie. And she had no idea what I was talking about. Of course, this was, 10 years ago or whatever it was, or more. But like, that's what I'm saying.
The first three phases
where you could get through. Yeah, you could get through those movies and not having seen all the other stuff and still enjoy the Avengers and stuff. That was my point.
Well, you could get through one movie. The thing is that each individual movie in the first three phases of the MCU had its own enclosed story.
Yes.
Within that one movie. And that's where they're failing now, because they want this movie that you're watching right now to connect to another movie, and they're not ending any story within those individual
It's more
movies.
of a TV show. Exactly, Ryan. It's not an actual film. A film should be self-contained.
I mean, like, I agree with you. I think that had the shows not been as god-awful as they fucking were, they could have probably gone off the leeway that they had from how good the MCU was leading into it. But they just dropped the ball. Like, all of those shows were fucking awful.
Big time.
Well, none of those shows should have had anything to do with the movies. They should have been spin-offs of the movies, not leading into the movie. Because that's where the MCU took its first,
I get it.
Took its first misstep.
Hold on. If the shows had been good,
I get what you're saying, but it shouldn't have mattered.
Different conversation.
It shouldn't have mattered.
All of them, though, were bad. And
it doesn't matter if they were good or bad. They should not have had anything to do with anything else, because the problem is when people went to see Multiverse of Madness, they were expecting it to be a Doctor Strange 2 / Spider-Man No Way Home sequel. And then they realized, oh, this is just a sequel to a show we didn't fucking watch. Yeah, and that's why the box office fell off a cliff.
Well, yes, but the other part of that was, and you remember.
Well, they're still not even done with that Wanda shit, because they have
when that show came
Agatha All Along's coming, and that's going to be what I love about Agatha is you got all these people now excited after that Wolverine movie. And that's the first new drop that they're going to get set. Agatha.
I know, as I've been saying, all Wolverine is an island and a sea of piss. And this is jangling keys trying to get us all back on board.
Real quick, the problem was when it came to that Multiverse of Madness movie, Doctor Strange was originally supposed to be in the fucking WandaVerse show, right? So there was supposed to be a connection to the
They took him out because they didn't want
him out. Yeah, because they didn't want
a man. They didn't want a man to teach her how to use her powers.
It still should have connected, right?
That's my point. My point was, it was stupid and retarded decisions like that they kept fucking making with those shows.
Well, and that's just it. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. They shouldn't have crossed. And now it's basically collapsed under the weight of itself.
I've made an interesting little improvement in your ventilation system. I will now suck all the air out of the room, and like the martyrs at Masada, you may watch each other die. Have a nice day.